Mr. Quackers doesn't know anything about hi-fi audio. Would you agree with that statement?
I would.
Well,
Explain hi-fi audio and why it's worth it to someone who doesn't understand it, has never heard of it. You have 5 minutes.
well, I think Mr. Quackers has an unfair advantage though, because he was in the shop.
Yeah, you
So he
overheard all the
kinda-
conversations.
He can't maybe.
We got 4 minutes and 48 seconds.
I'm not sure if he has any brain matter that retains any information.
No, it's like some alcohol or something.
So we're supposed to explain to Mr. Quackers
yeah.
what?
Hi-fi audio.
Why it's important?
No.
Hi-fi audio and why it's worth it.
Why it's
Worth
worth it?
We have to explain to Mr. Quackers why hi-fi audio is worth it.
Okay.
I'd say, first of all, let's not make eye contact because that'll probably mess you right up.
Oh yeah.
What?
Let's pretend we're talking on the phone to Mr. Quackers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Mr.
right there.
Quackers, how you doing? Yeah, this is Abyss. We hear you were interested in some headphones. We want to explain to you why it's important to get a real good pair of headphones versus a not so good pair of headphones. Okay.
Not hi-fi.
Not hi-fi. Yeah.
Really depends on the person, though. Some people don't really care. They only listen to music when they're jogging or running around the block or whatever. They're on a train or something like that. And to them, it really is important. So explain to those people why it's important. I don't think it's really going to work that well. They're not going to see it.
Well,
right?
I think it's like anything. I'm saying if you're used to eating McDonald's all the time, and
Yeah, how do you explain to
I
someone?
mean, you can get
yeah.
better burgers,
Magic.
you
Yeah.
can get better fries.
Yeah.
It's just a question of whether you're interested in that too.
Yeah. Well, McDonald's fries are pretty good. Only hot though.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been there in years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Five Guys fries are way better. If you
Well,
ask me.
I guess it pretty much comes down to what constitutes hi-fi though.
Yeah, well, we're talking about better sound,
Yeah.
better quality. You know,
Yeah, but how high do you wanna
You know,
go?
I don't know. I think an analogy might be sight. Like, you know, I'd hate to wear a pair of glasses that is blurry or improper for your eyes, because over time, obviously, your brain and your eyes are going the wrong way. They're seeing things in unclear
It's kind of
manner.
the same thing.
You know, and you're listening to music in an unclear manner, and it's just like, it's not really doing what you want. In fact, I think it could go the other way. I think it could make you nervous. I think hearing music improperly with distortions that are, you know, bad or bright or not musical, right? Don't you think that kind of pisses you off a bit? I mean, over time, you get in a habit. I can picture it. You get in a habit of always listening to this in the background while you're doing whatever you do all day, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound good, and you don't realize it that it's gnawing at your brain. Don't you think?
Maybe.
Like, what
well,
can you imagine gnawing at this guy's brain?
well, there is one thing there though. that I don't know if you want to call it an advantage, but when you do hear something, that's how you run into those. That's good. That's how you run into those. Oh, I've never heard this before. This and that. That's how you run into those moments.
Yeah.
You know, because you're so used to not hearing those things.
Yeah. But
So-
I'm just saying, in general, for people that like, don't even listen to these things, not listening for this stuff at all, right? I don't think they realize how much it's annoying. It can be, their music can be annoying.
It can
them,
be.
You know?
You see it on the forums all the time. People say, "Oh, I got this amp, I got this headphone, I got this cable or something, and it sounds like this," and nobody else has the same experience, or very few people have that same experience, and that's simply because something in their chain sounds a certain way,
Right.
and they're associating that with this new thing and not the entire chain of
it could be
things.
anything in that chain. Maybe you're hearing
Right.
it for the first time because you've got something new that's actually telling you the truth. So
But you
anyway,
get the same thing with cheap headphones. If you have a cheap
Yeah.
system, stuff could sound bad, and you think, "Oh,
Sure.
this just sounds bad."
cheap electronics are
right?
the same way.
But you're plugging it into your phone with your $30 headphones, and yeah, it's not going to be amazing.
You got to find stuff that's smooth. You got
Right.
you got to do a little bit of research, you know, or talk to people who do it for a living.
So then the core question, why? Why is it worth it?
Oh,
Why is it worth it, though?
yeah. Why is it worth it? Well,
Depends on the person.
I guess.
To some people, it probably isn't, to be honest.
Yeah,
But to a huge number of people, it's probably really a complete shift from what they're used to. It's probably really considerably more enjoyable than what they're normally experiencing with their headphones.
I think it would be a positive aspect in your life versus negative.
Well, it would also depend on what you're listening to, though.
I suppose, yeah. But I mean, you know, that's okay. You tailor the system around what you listen to.
Yeah.
It should sound good to you.
Yeah.
If it's annoying you, then you need to change it up. You know, it'd be kind of like bashing your head against the wall all the time. Sooner or later, you figure out maybe you shouldn't bash your head against the wall anymore.
I think in essence, effectively, especially for people with very limited time, where time seems to be the most precious commodity, having a really high-end audio system seems to more or less amplify the free time you have available. If you enjoy listening to music, it seems to facilitate that. It seems to make things a little bit better
Yeah.
in a way that makes it seem like 10 minutes might
Well,
be
it's true.
15 or 20.
Especially if if your free time is limited,
Right.
let's say at night, you got a half hour.
Right.
Go.
Yeah, you
You
want
know?
the best experience you
Absolutely,
can get.
yeah. The best scotch, the best wines, the
More
best
time.
sound.
Time is up.
All right. Well, I don't think Mr. Quackers really gives a crap, but
might.
but he seems to be having a good time doing
He
what
is.
he's doing.
I'm surprised he's still working.
He's
Yeah.
thirsty.
Yeah.
He is thirsty. Yeah, he hasn't drank in a while. And the air's a little dry around here because it's a little cold this time of year.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I think that wraps it up for Mr. Quackers. He gets it, and I think he's going to be looking to find a pair of in-ears to go under that top hat of his to listen to some music.
Mm.
He got some real insightful knowledge there.
Absolutely. Yeah, and he got his beak wet, too. Maybe that's what he really wanted to do. Anyway.
Yeah.
He wanted to get his beak wet in audio. So anyway, everyone, thanks for watching our rambling. Take care of yourselves.